Students, good morning. Today we are starting again class 10th science book chapter 19 biodiversity and its conservation. Today's topic is national efforts and second is types of biodiversity conservation. So first topic is national efforts of biodiversity. Students, in previous online class we studied international efforts of biodiversity. In international level, the United Nations to forms a specific organization, IUCN, it means International Union for Conservation of Nature, and CBD, it means Convention on Biodiversity. And next, today we start national efforts of biodiversity. So the central government once again the central government to make a specific act in 2002. This act is known Biodiversity Act 2002. This act is depend on CBD, Convention on Biodiversity, depend on. Next is objective of Biodiversity Act 2002. First objective is protection of biodiversity. Once again, protection of biodiversity, it is a first objective. Second objective is use of biodiversity in such a way that it can remain available for a long time. It means sustainable It is second objective. Third objective is even distribution of the benefits obtained from utilization of biological resources of the country so that it can reach to as many people as possible. Once again, even distribution of the benefits obtained from utilization of biological resources of the country so can reach many people as possible. Next is in India there are three tiers of biodiversity. In India, once again in India, the provision of three-tier organization in the Biodiversity Act 2002. First is national level, next is state level, and third is local level. First is National Biodiversity Authority. It means NBA. Next is Biodiversity Board on state level. Third is in local level, Biodiversity Management Committee. Once again, Biodiversity Management Committee. On state level, and committee is in local level. Next is in 2nd June 2002 to formed National Green Tribunal and headquarter of NGT, National Green Tribunal in Bhopal. Once again, another institution is NGT. NGT to forms 2nd June 2010. Next topic is types of biodiversity conservation. Students, mostly two types of biodiversity conservation. First is in situ conservation. Second is X situ conservation. Once again, first is in situ conservation. Students, conservation, it means to provide food, habitat and protection. Conservation, it means to provide food, habitat and protection. C2, it means habitat. In, it means oven or natural habitat. So means of in situ conservation is to provide food, habitat and protection of any injured species like plants and animals in open or natural habitat. Once again, to provide food, habitat, it means house, protection, any injured species like plant and animals in open or natural habitat. So in this method, of biodiversity conservation, the endangered plant and animal species protected in open natural habitat. It is called in situ conservation. Like example is, first is protected reserve. Next, number in India. Next, area. of in situ conservation. Protected reserve in India is 14. Next is wildlife sanctuary, 47. Wildlife sanctuaries is 523. Next is national parks is 99. Next is biosphere reserve is 14. Total area of protected reserve, wildlife sanctuary, national parks and biosphere reserve is 15875 square kilometer. Next, in percentage, geographical area is 4.83%. Next type is X XII conservation. It means to provide food, habitat and protection. It means habitat, it means outside. So in this method of biodiversity conservation, the endangered species like plant and animal species protected in artificial housing outside their natural habitat. Once again, in this method of biodiversity conservation of endangered species like plant and animals protected in artificial housing outside their natural habitat. If protection in natural habitat, it is called in situ conservation. It is called X XII conservation. Like example is cryopreservation. In this method, protect of ovum, sperm, seed, ovule, pollen grains in very low temperature. This technique is called cryopreservation. Next is botanical garden. Third is zoological garden like zoo, aquarium. It is aquatic habitat. It is natural aquatic habitat. Next is seed bank. next is gene bank, and last is tissue culture laboratories. So students, they are examples of X situ conservation like cryopreservation, botanical garden, zoological garden, seed bank, gene bank, tissue culture laboratories. So chapter number 19 completed. Students, in this chapter some specific main points or important point like red data book, full form of IUCN, CTs, full form of CBD, difference between in situ and ex situ conservation. Next, what is National Green Tribunal? Next is dodo bird. Next is cryopreservation. Next is some specific convention. Next, some specific institute. International Biodiversity Day on 22 May or May. Next is economic importance, and next hot spot. A main point of this chapter is hot spot in India, in world, hot spot term and concept given by Norman Myers. Next, definition. So thanks and have a nice day.